It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He's going to take off. Brings into the open. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability. He has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. It'll pay off big time in late in the season.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He says a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
On the run, it's Lavelle. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone. Boom!
Touchdown, Iowa! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board.
The extra point is blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. They're going to somehow turn this into a 2-point conversion. Better to be lucky than good sometimes as they extend the lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback extends the play. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on third down. Here's the pressure. He's got it on the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Longhorns! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Catch in the middle. It's LaBelle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nice job there by the defender in coverage one-on-one with the running back out in the flat. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down. Gain of no yards.
Pocket breaking down. They get enough push, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Texas offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. It's caught. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. Fires to the right. It's complete. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Red pass, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And this is why offenses are so hard to stop. When you have such great playmakers at the quarterback spot, third down, if people are covered, what can he do? Take off, scramble, and now set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, uses that.
Big guy tries to barrel in, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's LaBelle. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. They'll leave it with the lone back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Finding an escape route. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw the...
Touchdown, Hawkeye! A great
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Finley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Agbana. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man across the middle. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Agbana. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Got it in stride at the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Finds his man. It's LaBelle. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Bringing the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab inside the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Good right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Sending the offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3. There he goes! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for room, it's Lavelle. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Puts it out of the air. He's got room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air. Good goodness to grab it off the deflection. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up for 14. The Hawkeyes are rolling down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He caught it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver.
Touchdown, Iowa! And that one will put him up here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Agbana. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Just keeps swinging it. Pressure coming. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Here's a heat. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And they lose the ball out of bounds. Big loss of yardage on that one, but at least they've got another shot.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the first tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy and get that extra yardage needed for the first down.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 17 over Western Kentucky. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get it.
Gonna run it. It's LaBelle. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, give on the inside. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are...
Breaks into the open. The tag.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Powers through. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And it's decision time now, because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the lone running back. And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
Plows through the defense. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The give on the inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Just when they're looking one, now up top. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Hard running there. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Quickly complete. He gets a pickup of 6 before stepping out of bounds to stop the clock.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to pass, the clock an enemy. Finds his tight end. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. With the ball spotted outside the 35, the holder will kneel and give his kicker a shot from 53 yards out and a chance to win. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw Some would call it swag, some would call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. And we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So South Carolina's offense will have first crack at this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when...
Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it. They did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get pass rush. Gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and in that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Looking for a man. It's Velasquez. They're working that left side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So Texas offense will get the ball for the first time. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't break the connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Back to pass, it's Moncrief. Throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. After the incompletion, looking at second down. Looking to throw again. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
The give to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. Off-play action on first down. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Velasquez. Hit as he throws. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll take it on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Under fire. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice...
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. So 4th and a mile from here, but the offense will go for it. There's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Got his man all by himself. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Longhorns!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the returner will be brought down.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
From the gun, the ground game. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Velasquez. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Oh, he wants it all. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off-play action. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, and making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive play.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the second.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll go hurry up here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Moncrief. Makes the grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Texas! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air on 1st down. On target. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away on 4th down. Teams proving to be special.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas and try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Texas, 23. South Carolina, 9.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Bowman. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
To throw, it's Velasquez. This time he's got it. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Knocked down in the backfield, that'll bring up fourth down, and they don't have to run another play here if they don't want to. Catches it at the 30. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today.
And the Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half.
Brings it in down the left side. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Catch in the middle. It's Burns.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing throw routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
Back to throw. It's Moncrief. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on first and goal. They just keep firing. Touchdown, Texas! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Texas offense. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Longhorns! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wants to throw. It's Velasquez. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you. A sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
The give on the option. There he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Got the first down and more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Looking to the big tight end. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll start this drive going to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Man, you talk about a helpless feeling. When you're the guy who fumbled and you're watching that thing roll towards the sidelines, you're like, please.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving it.
Rushes on him. Dances away. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Spits it out to the back. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Longhorns are flying down the field. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Pocket breaking down. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough...
Oh, a lot of space. The 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Buys a little time with his feet. Turning it on. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Oh, they're after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking for a crease. It's Bickley. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. He got it.
Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and
Gashing the D on the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator.
Breaks away on the left. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. On the ball. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete downfield. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Timeout, Texas.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? To the air, it's Moncrief. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on third and goal. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on fourth. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
58, South Carolina, 12.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here we go. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And here we go, final play of the game right here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Unloads to the wideout. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over.